right, I told you guys that today we will be transplanting. So I have my journal here. As I told you guys, you can go to Amazon right now and you can pick up your journal or your log, your gardening log. For me, I personally made my own log here. All right, and so nevertheless, we are in the month of January. Here are the ideas of some things, some seeds I want to start this month. This is what we did last week, and now we're on this week. Okay, and so today is Wednesday and it's transplanting day. All right, and so as I transplant, I'm going to show you guys how I journal. All right, and so you're just going to walk with me. All right, now let's do this. So my husband and I on Sunday, he pulled the soil out for me and I put them in these containers because I knew that I was going to have to use these containers. And so here we go. We have about a few of them. I don't know how many we're going to be transplanting. It's going to be a lot of them. So, all right. So we're going to do this. And as you guys know, I use my bone meal, so we'll be using the bone meal today. And then I got my water here. And so let's get started. Now, I'm not going to do all of them. I'm going to do the ones who I see are a little bit more needy, like these, who you see they're starting to bend over because they need to grow. You can see the roots at the bottom. I don't want to turn it too much. They need to grow. Yeah, they need to spread their wings. So let me untie this. Untie this. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing great. I'm so hungry. I went to the gym. And you guys know I have a transportation company, so I have to get out there and make sure everything is flowing, and haven't eaten, so my daughter is making me this lovely meal today. So we're gonna transplant this. All right, and so how I like to transplant is I like to open up the soil, right? Let me see. Let me get this container back here. All right. Let me get this back here. All right. So I'm gonna have to use two things at one time. All right. What is that? What are we doing? Oh, somebody's trolling in here already. Okay, so pour some of the soil out. All right. Now at the bottom of this, I'll show you guys in another video when I post it on my page. So I'm gonna open this out some. This actually has leaves at the bottom. So I take my bone meal and I just put some bone meal in there. And now I'm gonna take my pepper plant. Now, this is not the last place the pepper plant will be. So it will be transplanted again. All right. So what I'm gonna do here. Now all of this soil comes from outside. Hold that for me. So all of my soil comes from outside. So what I'm gonna do is put this like so. Put this stick in there. And I'm gonna add some more soil around it. Now, this will last me for about until like March. So that way it gives me time. So all of these are actually going in ground. So all of the plants, pepper plants that you see me planting today, these will all go in ground. All right, so you guys know I have about 24 pepper plants, okay? And all 24 are not being transplanted today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 that will be transplanted, maybe 8 possibly. I'm not too much focused on the soil. I'm just gonna sweep that up. But we want our things to grow, and we want them to grow healthy, so we need to make sure we give it some space. Alrighty. All right, now I need to water. So that soil is already pretty much wet, so I don't want to make it too soggy because that's what's going to draw your gnats. So we're just going to wet. Alrighty. And just like that, our first transplant is done. 6 more to go. 6 more pepper plants to go. So, all right, next, we're gonna take some of this out. Hi guys, welcome in. Transplanting peppers. Indoor, this is our indoor grow room. Welcome, welcome. I am Ashley, your licensed seed dealer here in the US. Alrighty, and I'm showing, look at this, ants, which is normal, but we just gonna, they can't live in here, so just gotta tell them goodbye. And one of the things, I'm glad that that just happened. So whenever you have ants, right, and you're growing indoors, you use things which I've already done. You line your entire indoor grow room with diatomaceous earth, all right? Diatomaceous earth is, it will RIP all pests, all right? Once it touches their skin, it is over for them. So now, all the pepper plants that I'm transplanting today are ones that need spacing. They look like so. So, hey friend, I haven't seen you in a few lives. Missed you. Hi everybody, welcome in. So this is when you start to notice that your peppers need more spacing, all right? They start to look like so, okay? So that is why we're transplanting our pepper plants, all right? And I'm here to tell you guys, it is possible, all right? If you have never grown indoors or you feel like you don't have the space to grow indoors, I promise you, you can start with 1 or 2 plants, okay? Get you a setup. Go back and look at my lives. I show you my setup. I show you everything there. I had a storm and no power for a week. Dang, I'm sorry to hear that. Nevertheless, you here. We're happy to see you. Happy to see you. How is everything? What part of, where are you at in the world again? Let me know. Where you at? I didn't know. I'm like, I ain't seen friend. Okay. Now, this is our pepper plant. It looks a little brutal, but I promise you it's okay. It's going to regrow and do very well. And pepper plants love clay soil, by the way, okay? So, all of these products you can find in the description or on my page, all right? So here we go. Now we're gonna pour this back in there. The soil, again, is already wet. It's been outside, all right, for a few days since Sunday. And so it's real simple. Now, again, these pepper plants are going to grow from 6 to 8 feet tall. I am in this mountains in New York. Huge. Oh man. Okay. 1 tree snaps and it takes. Right. 6. Wow. Nice. Oh yeah. What books did you read? I love reading. But I'm sorry. I mean, that's what happens in New York, though. My father lives in Long Island, so I already know. And I used to live in the city and in Jersey, so I already know. But I'm happy that you're here. Happy that you're safe. I know you had a nice fire going. I know you had a nice fire going. That's what I like. I like that life. My kids, they wouldn't survive. That's what I come from. Not the mountains, though. I definitely want to go up in the mountains, but you know, I'm a country girl, so I love the country. Love the country. So right now, guys, again, I'm transplanting pepper plants, so that way they'll have enough room to expand and grow well, and be ready to be transplanted outdoors. These will be going outdoors in February to March time. You see, look at that. I needed more space. It's all right. It's all right, Pepper. I don't know which pepper this is. Y'all don't ask me. It's one of them. It's one of the peppers. I got so many seeds. I don't even know. I was just picking pepper seeds. I was reading on permaculture, food forests, and a lot of spiritual poetry and hot tea. It's your content to inspire. Oh, man. Well, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. So what did you learn about it? Like, what intrigued you about it? Oh, how can we buy seeds to support your work? So you can actually come to Atlanta. One of the things that I don't promote my business online, all right? One of the main reasons I don't do that is because I separate my personal brand from my business, all right? So I will be allowing people to come to Atlanta because I'm having a store opening. And you'll be able to come out here in March and be able to purchase. And one of the main reasons that is because I don't have the license to ship everywhere, all right? So I only have licenses in a couple states, all right? And so Georgia being the one where I have my brick and mortar. But you can just support the channel by continuing to come, you know, continuing to show up, all right? So I actually don't distribute to the public. I actually work with farmers. And so, but this year I will have a weekend where I will be allowing the public to come to Atlanta, and I'll post. So just stay tuned, stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, so we done with that one. That one is it, y'all. All right. Now, excuse me. Y'all see some booty everywhere. Y'all see some booty everywhere. I gotta move. Alrighty. Gotta move this around a little bit. Okay. We're gonna move this here. We're gonna move this over here. Move this here. So I don't know if you guys, that's one of the things I want to talk about that I learned a long time ago from Mark Cuban, right? And I learned from this influencer, and I really would love to quote who that person is. Every time I feel lazy and demoralized, I think of you, Shine Effort. Hey, get to it, all right? The Bible says, I don't know whether you believe in the Bible or not, or have read the Bible. It says a little sleep and a little slumber and poverty will meet you. All right, that right there has stuck with me all my life. All right, and so ever since I read that, I knew that for a fact that the only way that I could be successful in this world is to always be working. I take my time off, I have my days off. But like my kids, for example, they went on vacation last week and I was still here. And when they got back, they thought that they were still on vacation. All right. A lot of people can't snap back into, you know, their responsibility. So that's things that they're learning. That's things that they're learning or whatever. So yeah, a little sleep, a little slumber, and poverty meets you. And I can't be poor. I cannot be poor. Yes, baby girl. Yeah. That's my food. Okay, I'm gonna come up there and eat it. Ooh, it look good, look good. Look at my chef daughter. Let me show y'all what she made me. Well, I got something in my tea. Oh, I got my tea.
It's black and huge.
Oh, and nobody tell me I had something in my tea?
I didn't.
I don't know what that is. Ooh, look at what my daughter made me, y'all. Don't that look at like? Wait, let me try a little bit. Thank you, Jesus.
I didn't add no sauce into it yet.
Bye.
You gotta mix it. I just didn't want to mix it myself. I wanted to be extra.
That's so good. Let me show y'all. My daughter is 16 years old, y'all. And I'm vegan, so she made me this meal. And I be trying to tell her that she needs to be a chef. But she doesn't want to be a chef, all right? But look at that. Bye. Let me move this out of the way. Got some arugula in here. She put some zucchini, some peppers, some onions. Look, she even, look at that. Look at that's my child, y'all. That's my child. Thank you, baby girl. Exactly. It looks like a catered lunch. Look, they over here giving you props. They over here giving you props. Thank you, but I'll eat in a second. Dripping sauces, right? That's my baby girl. But yeah, she's a great cook. So a lot of this too, like one of the reasons why I really got into gardening was because one, yes, I grew up, my family, I'm a legacy baby, and I used to like try to run away from it, but as I got older, I started being appreciative of my grandparents, my great grandparents. And so we used to eat from what they grow. But my mother, she was bougie. She like, ew, that's nasty. But with my children, as I got older and I started getting back into gardening, I started having them eat. I didn't force them to eat the food that we grow. I started eating it, and then once I started eating it, they started becoming interested, right? Because you know your kids, they always want to eat what you have, right? And so when they started seeing me eat it, they would just naturally eat it. So now things like my potatoes, things like my okra, my kids eat okra. Like they love okra. It's not that I show them a different way of eating it, right? And so they love it, all right? Also, make sure y'all double tap the screen, show your girl some love, show her some love, you know? And so with that, I grow the things that my kids will eat. So I slowly introduce things like they won't eat eggplants, right? So I'm trying to learn different ways for them to eat eggplants. But yeah, I just slowly start introducing them to different fruits and vegetables. And this is how I do so. So once they see the process, they see what I do, you know, they see how things grow, like they became more interested. And so this is why I love gardening too, because my kids, it gives them a different type of conversation with their friends, right? And so, yeah, man, I just love being a parent. I love my great grandparents. You were raised so well. It's such a work ethic. It's really inspiring. Appreciate that. Yeah, my great grandparents, like my family, I love my family, and my mother and her sisters and brothers were spoiled, right? And so they took us, my mother, whenever I would go live with her, like I would see how she would live, and we would live poor when I go live with my mother. But when I go stay with my great grandparents, I was living good. My grandparents, I'm living good. And so I realized that, yeah, I don't want that lifestyle. I want this lifestyle, you know? And so I thank God for my great grandparents because they left me a legacy. They left my family a legacy. We'll always have a place to live. We'll always have a place to stay. You know, like I grew up on 100 acres. I think I told you guys this before. And I don't take that for granted because a lot of people don't come from that. A lot of people don't have that opportunity. And if you don't have that opportunity, I mean, if you did not come from that, this is how you did it. My great grandfather didn't start out with a legacy. Like, he worked hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was born in 1921. All right. By the time he died, he had over 60 to 100 great grands and grandchildren. Like, he built something. All right. And this is how him and my great grandmother started. They were working in the fields. you know, and they knew how to have relationships with people. So my great grandfather, what he did was he never had a loan. He never took a loan from the bank. He never borrowed money from anybody. He knew the person from the land that he was working. They told him, they was like, oh, this land isn't fertile anymore. I can't grow here. And he was like, okay, so are you selling? And so he would buy pieces of the land. So they would go to him first before they would sell it to other people. And that's how he was able to acquire. Now, he did some other little things like sold liquor illegally before he became a bishop. He did other little, you know, things, but he was an entrepreneur. He knew how to get it. And my great grandmother played her role. Like, it was hard, but this is what they did. What you say? I was studying that if you bury your relatives on the land, never take it from you, no matter taxes or anything. Exactly. I just looked at that yesterday when I was doing some deliveries. Again, I have a transportation company as well. I have 7 businesses. So I have a transportation company. And I was doing a delivery out in like this rural area, right? Because I told you guys I work with a lot of farmers. So I was doing this delivery out in rural area, and they had a house in one area and a house in one place. They had the cemetery in the middle, and then they had a house beside it. And I'm like, look, that's how they don't pay no taxes. I know they don't pay no taxes on that land. That's an amazing story. Appreciate it. Yeah, like, this is my family. Like, I used to be very quiet about it. I used to not talk a lot about it because I was ashamed of where I came from. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I grew up to a Jewish family, not Jewish. That's what people call it, but we were Jews. Like, and they were very religious. And I used to be very ashamed of where I came from. Like, once I graduated high school, I wanted to run away. Like, I left my family, you know? And when I left my family, I got into a lot of bad situations. Like, it's like I almost forgot where I came from. Literally, I tried to recreate this new person, okay? That lasted about 10 years. It lasted about 10 years. And then eventually I stopped trying to run. And I went back home and I had to get it right. You know, I had to go back to my family. I had to go back to the people that I was running from, the places that I was running from. And yeah. So that's who I am. But I'm here to encourage people. Like, you know, when I look at what my great grandparents did and what they had to go through and endure, like, they never talked to me like about racism. Like, they didn't have to do the prodigal daughter. Exactly. That was me. I was that girl, you know. And my grandfather, he's the one who baptized me. He's the one who anointed me. Like, God was using me. And I was like, no, these people is crazy. I don't want to be around these people. And I ran away from them. And I did. And to this day, do I regret it? No, I don't regret it. But do I miss my family? Like, my great grandparents and my grandparents? I absolutely do. Like, my grandmother, she came to visit me before she died. And that's one of the things that I'll be like, dang, man, I wish my granddaddy was here. I wish, because I grew up with them. Like, that's who I know. And so I'm like, if they were alive, they would be right here. They would be right in these lives. They would be talking to y'all. I wish that I could share with you guys, like, what I got to experience growing up. Like, I had a real family, you know what I'm saying? But now they're gone. They were old, you know what I'm saying? And I knew at some point they was going to have to leave, you know, at the end of the day. Oh, I want to show you guys what I'm talking about with transplanting. I was a wild one too, but my grandparents taught me morally that I never crossed. That's what's up. You got only one person listening. No one cares about you or your family, buddy. Here go the trolls. Hey, troll, but you in here. Bye. Let's see. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, nobody don't want to keep hearing that. But, yeah, so what was I saying, y'all, before this person came in here? It was stupid. Okay, I was wild too, but my grandparents taught me. Yeah, yeah, like people just, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, I just don't understand people. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Remember I was telling you how this plant needed to expand? Look at it. Look at this. Like the roots were just bunching up right at the bottom. Okay, this is why I knew. And I said that I needed to transplant it at 19 when it got to 19 inches. And so that's what I'm doing now. It's been past time for me to transplant this. But yeah, like I miss my grandparents, and that's good. You know, a lot of us, that even though they taught us morals and goals, it's like, I mean, morals, and it's like, why? Like, what was so important for us to go and try to chase the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I hate hip hop music now. Like, I cannot stand hip hop no more. Oh, I'm just talking, y'all. I forgot to add my bone milk. Because this was what I was chasing. Like, these were the people who taught me, and I was dead trying to chase them. I love the content. It's truly human. This is like legacy of real people, wholesome and inspired. Exactly. Like, I don't care if it was just me and you on here talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing about people. People, like, they too caught up in this fake world. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look at these people, these influencers online, and they don't know them. Like, they're not learning anything from them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. Like, what nobody got to say. I'm glad for the people who do get to come in here, who we do get to chat or whatever and talk, like, and I get to share my love and I get to hear you guys. Like, that's all I care about, because YouTube don't pay me. I make money in real life. Like, I really, you know what I'm saying? I do this because I really want people to learn how to grow. And if it's just 2 people, if it's just 10 people, if it's 1,000 now. I started out with 50 subscribers, and in a matter of a year, now we've grown. So I just love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I was listening to some Nigerian music. It's amazing. You know what? I like what's that girl name? Mercy Chinwo. I love her. Like, I didn't even know. I learned about her like maybe 2-3 years ago. She had did this song with this American artist, and I like music. You know what I'm saying, in general. But these hip hop artists, I like hip hop too. Like, I'm always love rap music because I rap. And I used to write for artists. And so I'm always love music. But I'm disappointed. Like, these people are people who raised us. And these people ended up turning out to be something else. Like, once I got older and I saw what they were promoting and what I was really out here chasing. Like, I left my home for my grandparents to come out here and chase y'all and give y'all my art. I regret that. That's the only thing that I regret. Even though I made a choice, I don't really regret it, but because I made a choice. You know what I'm saying? And I live with my choices. I deal with it. I have to remember diatomaceous earth for the ants. Forget to add it to my air. Yup. You gotta add the diatomaceous earth. You know how I got put on diatomaceous earth? So when I was living up north, right? I didn't know nothing about bed bugs. Like, I had no idea what bed bugs were. I didn't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? So when I went up there, I was staying in this apartment, and the manager of the apartment said, "Hey, you can have this couch or whatever." I didn't think nothing of it because I went up there with nothing. Like I told you, I left and I just went up there on a hope and a dream. And I went up there, and the guy, he told me that I could have this couch. Come to find out, my son was sitting on this couch, and he's light skinned. So he kept getting all these bumps on his body. And I'm like, what? Why does my son have all of these bumps on his body? Come to find out later on, I found out that it's bed bugs. All right. So I started researching, like, how can I get rid of these things? Okay. That's when I learned about diatomaceous earth. All right. So you see all of these people, they throw out their furniture, they get rid of all this stuff, still spreading it. All right. However, diatomaceous earth kills it. It takes a few weeks. So I had to do a number of things. Like, I had to this is why I got into, so one of my other businesses is I have a biohazard chemical company, cleaning company rather, and I have and I specialize in pest control as well. And so one of the reasons why I got into pest control was because of my experience with bed bugs. All right. And so one of the things that I did was I ended up buying some heaters. At that time, I just brought kerosene heaters. So I had kerosene heaters, and I would heat the area. I heated the area up for like maybe 4 hours, right? So I brought 2 kerosene heaters that I found on Facebook Marketplace. And then I took the diatomaceous earth, because it comes with this little tool right here. And so I took the diatomaceous earth and I flipped over all of the mattresses and I put the diatomaceous earth in all of the mattresses everywhere, right? And then I took saran wrap and I wrapped the diatomaceous earth in the saran wrap. For my couches, all I did was just put this in the couches, right? When I tell y'all, oh, and I added alcohol too, and on like the wood, like on the wood places or whatever, I added alcohol to it too. And when I tell y'all, like, that changed my life. Like, I had found this video on YouTube, this lady was talking about it, and I did it. When I tell you that changed my life, I'm like, because I used to be one of those people who did not like bugs, because I ain't grow up with bugs. Like, I ain't like bugs, I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not a nasty person, I'm not a dirty person, okay? And so I was like, why do I have bugs, all right? Why do I have these bed bugs or whatever? And when I tell y'all it worked, like, this is why I tell people, if you got bed bugs, stop getting rid of this furniture. You only spreading it, all right? Get you some diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth will kill the bed bugs. Because you have to do it. Because you have to do it. Then again, for the eggs on the... No, it will kill the whole shell of the eggs. Right? So when you see like the little, it's a shell, right, that the eggs are in. The diatomaceous earth will kill the shells. It will kill everything. And if you, like for me, to be sure at that time before, now the machines that I have now, you don't even have to use, I use diatomaceous earth because a lot of people can't afford my machines, all right? So I do that for like major businesses, like commercial businesses or whatever. But for the everyday person, you can use this and use 91% alcohol. You use 91% alcohol and you spray the eggs, like, it will get rid of them. You spray it with 91% alcohol. You put the diatomaceous earth on there. You wrap it in saran wrap. It's a depending on how severe it is, right? But for me, I was like, I'm preventative, okay? So I wrapped it in the diatomaceous earth. Wrapped it in there, sprayed it first, put the diatomaceous earth down, wrapped it with saran wrap, boom. On top of me heating the area, all right? And so, yeah, never had that problem again. That's why I tell everybody, I don't care. Because at one time, I didn't want people to come visit me. I didn't want people to come because I'm like, one, I didn't want to spread it because I didn't know how long I had it for. But once I found out that I could get rid of them, that was it. That was it. Welcome in, everybody. We're talking about the great product of diatomaceous earth. And look, friend, you don't even have to wait, friend. You see, I'm growing indoors. You don't have to wait till the springtime. You can get started right now. Today. And we doing it the simple, easy, cheap way. All right. I told you guys, these pots, I don't even like growing in plastic. When I tell you I am over plastic, I've been over plastic for the last few years now. However, because this is the only type of pots that I had, and I did not want to grow in anything else. I didn't want to purchase anything else. This is why I'm still using plastics, all right? I'm not going to keep throwing things away. And I have not found, I don't like those biodegradable, like pots that they have because they don't break down well in the soil. So I tried purchasing them at one time. So the clay pots, that's why I want to get into pottery. But I got so much going on right now that I don't have time for that. But that's one of the things in the future you guys are going to see me do. I will be getting into pottery because I don't want to use plastic anymore. So that's why outdoors, you won't see any plastic, me growing in plastic. I'm about to set up my gear, but wow. Yeah, man, I believe in you. I can't wait to hear your success stories when it comes to, you growing in that area, because we need more people to teach people how to grow in those environments. We don't there's not really a lot of content, that shows how to grow in mountainous areas, indoors, with freezing temperatures. Like, it's a battle. And I found out, like, about building, my father had told me about that, about like creating like cellars, I think, like, I don't know what's the word for it, like in ground, where they bury things in ground. And I know that they did that a lot, like where my family is from, my father's side of the family, they used to do that a lot to create like this refrigeration type of temperatured environment in the soil during the winter months in order to preserve the potatoes. So that was one thing that I considered doing this year, but I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully I got time to do all of that. What you say? I was making giant ones with cement, and you can use trash cans as the mold and coat hangers and the cement to brace it. Root cellars, yes, thank you. Okay, that's a let me see. You were saying growing in cement, but yeah, but how am I bring that indoors though? Like, would I have to? Cause I'm like, okay, well, I guess I could do like the same type, right? Where I could put like cause I got the plastic down right now. Maybe I can get some landscape fabric, put the cement blocks down, and then maybe plant inside of those. Cause I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you plant in plastic, it gives a taste. Like, I don't know if do you know, friend, like, have you ever harvested fruit from like a plastic container versus like in ground? Like, it has a different taste. Like, I don't like the taste. So I used to think I was tripping, but I saw, like, I'm not tripping. I am not tripping. I don't like this flavor. And so what I also like about doing this as well is that this pot right here is going to get full, and then I'm going to be able to use it for another plant. So we'll have about 8. But root cellars, yes, root cellars. I need to remember that. Root cellars. Yeah, he was telling me about that. That's what they used to do. At the bottom of these pots, I actually have leaves at the bottom. So, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, friend. I think I might actually, like, once I get everything growing and transplanting outdoors, I think I might do that for real. Cause I don't like this plastic. The taste, the growth, I don't like it. But I just haven't had the budget to invest. But I didn't think about the cement blocks. Thank you for that. I am. Okay, friend, nevertheless, I appreciate you coming. I'm happy to see that you okay. Appreciate you stopping by. Come back. All right, take care of yourself first and foremost. Yeah, so yeah, like he was saying, like growing in root cellars, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna try that this year for sure. Growing in some root, like building some root cellars and preserving, because I'm always down for preserving. I mean, for new preservation techniques that I've never done before. They're new to me. And this is what I was telling you guys about. Once you start seeing that your roots, that your plants are like leaning or like they're curling up and stuff, like that's how you know it's time to transplant, because they don't got enough space. So that didn't have enough space. And oh, let me hold this for me 1 second. Hold that. Gotta put the bone meal down. Gotta put the bone meal down. Alrighty. Gotta put that bone meal down. This is gonna help it thrive, help the roots recover if some of them broke off. I love bone meal. That's one of the things, the products that I'm gonna introduce to my store in the next few years. And I ain't gonna say this year or next year, but in a few years, I'm definitely gonna introduce bone meal to my store. Start growing bone meal. Looks like I broke off some. Oops, sorry. It's a little hard. And I like touching the soil. I don't wear gloves for all of that. I just clean my nails. I think when your hands touch it, it does better. It's like, this is what's going in my mouth. So I want to make sure that when I touch it, all right, it's blessed. This is a blessed plant right here. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go over to my page and you can help your sister out. Grab your diatomaceous earth and your bone meal and blood meal and a bunch of other stuff on my storefront. Be much appreciated. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Ashley, licensed seed dealer here in the United States, showing you guys how I grow 5 different ways all year round. All right, and I do that with the simplest methods. If you haven't looked at my fertilizer video, go back from yesterday on my live where I talk about fertilizer. All right, and the importance of stop buying all of these products. You don't need all of these products in order to grow your own food. You just need 1 or 2. Here, let's go here. And I don't do all of that pruning of the peppers. I did it when they was early, but these peppers grow bushy, and so I don't want them to start going all crazy in here because these are going outdoors. So I should get the first harvest in here in a few weeks now. Let me show y'all where it's at. So this is currently where these are gonna go. And then I have a few more, 4 more. Let's see. Let me see. So this one right here, I'm gonna put last. So we're gonna use this one last. And then, let me show y'all what this is looking like. So I'm currently choosing which 4 I'm getting ready to transplant. So since I see this one is starting to curl up, I'm gonna transplant this one, 2. So let's put this over here. Right, I'm gonna do that one. We're gonna do this one. Alrighty. And then this one looks pretty long, so we're gonna do this one. Alrighty. And then we're going to do which one? All of them gotta go anyway, so but we'll do this one for right now. Alrighty, now let's get these pots. Put this back up here. So, excuse me. It's getting spacious in here. Gonna have to make some adjustments. Oh, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten today. Let's go. Right here. And then the last one right here. let's put this in over here. Put that there. Put this here. And let's put that there. All right. Now let's make some adjustments to this one. As a matter of fact, since we gotta put them over here, let's just do this right here. I done fell over. Alrighty. So, welcome in. So we're transplanting pepper plants. You see, falling over because it needs space. So we don't want to waste our peppers because we would have spent since September growing them. And we don't want to waste them, so. Add our ball mill. Alrighty. Put this here. Hold that. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna have to get some more yarn. Where's the water? All right. See, these are in the way. In the way. In the way. All right. Hi everybody, welcome in. Gotta transplant these. They were getting overcrowded inside of this container. They have reached 19 inches tall. So since they grew 19 inches tall, we gotta transplant them out. Because it's getting too full in there. Now again, these are not going to stay in here. They're actually going to go back outdoors. They're going to go in ground about February, March. More than likely February. Just got to keep watching the weather. But I just want to show you guys that it's possible to grow your own food indoors. Everything is possible if you believe. Oh, I forgot to add the stick. What did I do with the stick? Now I'm gonna have to go upstairs. I left the yarn upstairs, so add some water. And there's that. Moving on to the next. All right. Add some bone meal. Here we go. Now, if you want to use these exact products, again, you can go on my page or click the link in this description for this video, and you'll be able to get these exact same diatomaceous earth, bone meal, and blood meal. But I don't use bone meal that much. I mean blood meal that much. You see, it was too much. It needed some room. It needed some space in there. It didn't have no space. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it was the blood. Alrighty. So we're gonna water this one because that soil was a little dry. I still have quite a few more to go. I have 24 pepper plants total. That is behind me. So right now we're gonna do 7, and then I'll do the rest in a little while. All right. Just hold on. Hold on. All right. Now, what happened to the other one? Where are you? We got 2 more here. Now, let's space this out. One day when I was lost, Jesus died on the cross. And I know it was the blood saved me. Church is coming back again. Coming back again. Coming back again. For me. One day when I was lost, Jesus died on the cross. There we go. Whip them all night long. Whip them all night long. Whip them all night long. For me. All right, coming up on the last ones for today. All right, we're gonna put you right here. And then, that's all right, I'm gonna fix you, I'm gonna fix you. All right, let's see. Yeah. All right, hold on. Now, you see, all of that soil just gave me more for this one right here. Now I gotta go get the broom and clean up. Can't have a dirty area. Gotta be clean. Gotta be clean. one. We are down to the last one. Wow, I've been in here for 55 minutes. Times go so fast. I didn't even know that. Now I'm gonna have to go and get some more soil. Let me see if I could. And then get some water. Water it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more. Oh, matter of fact, I got some back here. I forgot because I gotta do these. Where you at? Where did you go? Oh, let me put you right here. Look what I found. You see that? Worm. That's what I was telling you. It's better to have live worms inside of your soil. Okay? Say no to the earthworm casting stuff. Get you some live worms, okay? All right. Now, just so you guys can see. All right, so we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we just did 9 transplants, okay? We still got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all of these back here. Alrighty. But the great thing about this is that we got space now to use this table, as well as we got some space down here. All right. And then we got some, well, I don't have a light up there, so I'm gonna put some seedlings on top of here. But we still got a lot of space, okay, to get started. The next thing that I'll be planting out here is marigolds. So we'll be planting some marigolds next. All right, until tomorrow, guys.